been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6, with adequate notice of this meeting being provided to the borough's two official newspapers and also published on the borough's website. Amy, will you call the roll, please?
Yes. Councilman Barletta?
Here.
Councilman Benjavanga?
Here.
Councilman Diana?
Here.
Councilman McConville's a little under the weather this evening, so he's not here. Councilman White?
Present.
And Council President Wilson?
Here. How to do that?
Just one day.
I called you.
Yeah.
One day.
Sorry.
Gee, you missed one meeting.
Thank you, Amy. You want to take us through a review of tonight's agenda?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. This evening there was a closed session item on potential litigation for Durham Avenue LLC.
I'm actually, Mayor, I'd like to pull that.
You want to pull that?
Which is now okay, we have March 4th minutes. We have two ordinances on for second reading by title. Bond ordinance for various capital improvements in the aggregate amount of $649,000. An ordinance amending land use ordinance entitled Schedule of Required Fees for Escrow Deposits. There are 14 resolutions on this evening, which I know you've all had time to review. There are 6 items on for correspondence, and we have payment of bills totaling $248,464.72. Council reports, and we conclude with public comments. And that is all this evening, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Any council comments on agenda items?
Yes, Mayor, give me 1 second, please. Yes, Mayor, sorry. I know we have some bad weather, so I'll be brief. On ordinance number 1985, I missed my opportunity to say a lot about this, so I'll very briefly just mention that, again, I question whether or not these expenditures are something that could be included in a budget. I understand that there's quite a large expenditure here with the bus company. Again, understanding that there are circumstances that are better served by bonding, I just question whether or not all of the expenditures included here need to be borrowed funds. On agenda item, on resolution 13112, the library. Again, very briefly, and I think my position has been made known on this before. I question whether or not it's the best and most prudent path forward to rebuild or renovate on land that has flooded in the past. I continue to be an advocate of some options, be they whatever they are. I know that there's been some other suggestions bandied about. I am happy to see that this is going to be funded by the library. That's certainly commendable. I want to be clear though that I know people don't view it this way, but I don't view that my position as an anti-library position. I'd like to see the best thing happen for the library. This option may be the best one in the end, but I don't know how we can do that, how we can determine that without reviewing the options. And finally, on 13111, I have to pretty strongly oppose, this body's opposition of early voting. There are 33 states, including Washington, D.C., that have early voting. 27 of them also have mail-in voting. I don't know why New Jersey, as the one state that has only mail-in voting, needs to be that unique. I think that the $20 million figure quoted here is largely for the modernization of a lot of the balloting, electronic from paper. I think that's something that everybody would agree is a good thing. This has an air of opposition attached to it because it's a Democrat proposed addition to our voting here in New Jersey. And I'd like to think that we could, in New Jersey, be proud of the fact that we're moving towards more voting rights for people. And that's all I have today, Mayor.
Okay. I'm going to take them in reverse, because why not? So on 13-111, but, you know, we do have early voting here, like you mentioned, we have mail-in voting, and you don't even need an excuse nowadays. You want to vote early, you can do that. How much easier can we make it than giving residents the ability to request a ballot by mail? You could certainly drop that off at your local post office, or even bring it down to the county clerk's office, or any municipality. So it's here, it works, and I mean, I think you said something about being against it because it's a Democrat idea or a Democratic state. I don't think so. The New Jersey League of Municipalities opposes and continues to oppose this bill. So, you know, be it as you want, but you're looking at a $20 million figure to improve something that really works. It's going to cause increased, operations, possibly increased costs, and I don't think we're really getting anything for it. But you know, we're all entitled to our opinions. But I happen to agree with the league on that. I don't necessarily agree with them on everything. Second, as far as 13-112 regarding the library, I guess you said you're not opposed to the library, but you know you want to look at other options, be that whatever that they are, and perhaps we need more time to review the options. Well, what I would say is I remember running nearly a decade ago, or certainly following local politics here, and there was a councilman who, I don't know, nearly over a decade ago, that said we need a new library, and the library was proposed, and it was over, you know, on the property over by the bank that was bought, ill thought out. Turned out that the plan as devised was